All right, we're good. Okay. Delayed gratification is the single most important trait you can teach yourself about money, and it means nothing more than your ability to take a single dollar and instead of spending a piece of it and then just throwing it away, instead taking it and making it worth something more by putting it to work and investing it. Just like that. And I'm just gonna keep doing magic tricks until somebody notices, comments down below, and smashes that like button. So do that if you've made it this far. Let's get started. Use credit cards, but use them responsibly. They're gonna give you consumer protections, they're gonna give you travel points, cash back, and build your credit at the same time. Take your work seriously, don't take yourself seriously. I'm not supposed to do this. Do not attach your sense of self-worth to how you make a living. You're more than your job because you're a philanthropist, you're a visionary, you're a dreamer, you're a friend, a sibling, a mentor, a lover, and you mean the world to somebody out there, even if you haven't met them just yet. You will. You are owed nothing in this world. Nobody owes you anything. Not your friends, not your family, not your teachers, not your siblings, not even your significant other. Appreciate every single act of kindness, and remember, you own nothing either. Everything must eventually be returned. And even though some of us have more time on this earth than others, even time has to eventually be returned. Try to enjoy what you do for money. If you wake up tomorrow, which I hope you do, I hope we all do, ask yourself, am I enjoying what I'm about to do today? And if the answer is no too many times in a row, then change it. Someone told me something which I will never forget. He said, don't ever make a video or do a project looking at it like, I don't really like this, but I can see how other people might. Do it because you believe in it. Because if you believe in it, millions of other people will too. And the person who told me that was J.J. Abrams, but that's a story for another time. I dropped something. Do not seek validation from others. Only you are responsible for your own happiness, and that is ultimately a choice. So don't buy things you don't need to impress people you don't like with money you don't have. That's probably not at all how the saying goes, but I want you to put out as much love as you can to this world, even if you've been hurt, because you will be rewarded for it financially and beyond in ways you can't even imagine yet. Also, can you imagine vlogging in this position? That's embarrassing, but I think I found a new way to do push-ups. Material wealth will not make you happy, and I used to think that's what poor people said that knew they'd never get rich, but I don't remember what I got for my 20th birthday or my 30th birthday, and those are milestone birthdays. But I do remember traveling to Europe with a person I loved and trying new foods and staying with my friend's parents' house when they fed us a French baguette and jams and all these delicious moldy cheeses. And I remember going to Germany and watching my friend perform and crush a grand arena in Germany. I remember traveling to Prague, my favorite city in the world. I could retire there. But what do you remember you got versus what you lived through? That's the difference. Comparison is the thief of joy. I used to compare myself to my friends who were better looking, more talented, better jobs, richer, even other YouTubers who are doing far better than me. I even quit Instagram and social media altogether because it made me so depressed, always comparing myself. But don't ever do that. Just focus on your journey, congratulate everyone on theirs, but remember, other people will have had different circumstances that got them to this point, and yours are very different. So don't ever compare. It is the single thing that will rob you of joy. Financial happiness is a myth. There's no such thing as happiness. Humans were never meant to be happy, which sounds really depressing, but it's true. Money will only rent happiness. It won't buy it because it's kind of like the weather. It just comes and goes. Be kind to others. It's gonna give you so much financial reward to be kind, and it takes so much more intelligence to be kind in the face of ignorance, fear, and irrationality. And if you find somebody who's kind, hold on to them, because it's so easy to be mean and be rude. And remember, nobody ever gets what they thought they were gonna get in life. But if you work really hard and you're really kind, amazing things will happen. Conan the Barbarian O'Brien. You will not be able to please everyone. If it's the one thing I've learned here on YouTube the hard way, is that no matter how hard you try, not everyone will be happy. But that's okay, because you got you this far, so you must be doing something right. Just do it because you love it, but you won't be able to please everyone. And don't confuse that warm glow with warmth. It is freezing outside. Whew. It is cold out there in Las Vegas. I'm gonna film the rest of this video inside the studio and I'm gonna wear a jacket. What kind of a Russian am I to be getting cold, inside or outside or ever? See what you're doing, stereotyping Russians? Be right back, I'm gonna go get some warm borscht. Don't ever take things to heart and don't ever take things personally because that is just one giant waste of time. And time is money. And random things happen when I get bored while I film, so this is what that was. I think my portfolio just went down 10% for doing that. Stop caring about what other people are saying about you, how they're mean to you or criticizing you, because that is more of a reflection of who they are and how they feel about themselves rather than a reflection of who you are. You want proof of this? This very sentence that I just said is a reflection of me. For me to tell myself to remember this whenever I read ridicule, to not take mean comments to heart because it's not about me, it's about them. And I needed to hear this, so I said it out loud, but maybe you needed to hear this too. Take risks and take them early in life and take as many as you can. Make sure you don't go out and gamble and make uninformed decisions, but each risk should be calculated in a way where your risk versus reward ratio is highly asymmetrical. Makes me feel smart saying that, but what it means is when you take a risk, the reward should be much greater than the risk itself. And all it takes is one. Once it hits, your life can change forever. That happened for me with YouTube when I started this January and my life changed. Didn't think it would, but imagine quitting your job at almost 30 years old when most people are completely secure and stable at nearly 30 years old, earning whatever it is they're doing in their careers, they're comfortable, and I'm the loser that's like, peace out job, peace out stable income, I'm gonna go do this thing that I know nothing about and go earn $0. Hello ladies, I'm a real catch. But it paid off, and since I'm a finance channel, I like to show you guys transparency and how much money I'm earning, how much money I'm spending, what I'm investing in. Whenever you guys ask me, I answer any question. And I don't want to do this to show off, but if you've been following my work since any time, you'll know where I came from nothing just earlier this year, which is insane to think about it that way. And I love watching these videos to see somebody that I watch go from nothing to this. This was my income in November, just last month, from AdSense alone. It's not normal. I don't know if you could see that, but I'll put a screenshot up. It's $32,000, $267.44. That's not normal. That is insane. But the crazier part is that $32,000 represents nearly half of the income that I earned in November. The other half that you're not seeing comes from things I don't ever talk about or even promote on my channel, but it is still directly related to YouTube that just kind of happens behind the scenes on its own. That is insane to me, but that risk versus reward ratio is so asymmetrical that I thought it would be silly for me not to do and take that risk, and thankfully it paid off. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and be a YouTuber too. I'm not saying that at all. Do what you love. Also go be a YouTuber, because if I could do it, literally anyone else can too. Surround yourself with as many successful people as you can find. But remember, no matter what anyone says, no matter how many successful or rich people you hang out with, will not make you one of them by default, just automatically hanging out with them. But they will show you what works, what doesn't, and they will inspire you to reach for higher highs, set impossible goals, and to never settle. I do believe that an eagle will never learn to fly if he surrounds himself with penguins. Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm sure an eagle would eventually figure it out because nature, but that's just a theory.
A film theory. One man.
Sorry, I'll stop now. Learn how to forgive yourself. Sometimes things just happen for a reason. It's just sometimes those reasons are because we have a brain fart and we made a poor decision. That's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself even when you buy something you don't need and you made a poor financial decision. Also, I think I just made this video only for myself because, yeah, it's okay, Andrei, I forgive you. Worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. Tomorrow never comes. There will never be a tomorrow. Think about it. If time is money and there's never enough time, today is supposed to be tomorrow. But today is not tomorrow, so tomorrow never is. Where is all that time going, and what time is it anyway? You mean now or when you ask me? See what I'm saying? George Carlin is gonna change your life. Look up Bo Burnham if you don't know who they are. 1% of this world is gonna love you unconditionally. 0.1% of this world may not, but that's still millions of people. 7.8 million people to be exact. So the next time you find somebody who just doesn't like you, never take it personally. Just remember, Math is fun, and statistics are useful after all. Tragedy plus time equals comedy. Do not worry about the future. Remember how hard that job interview was, but you got through it? Or how hard high school was, or maybe still is. You're getting through it. Or that essay you BS'd. Thanks, Cliff Notes. I don't know if that's still a thing, but life is exactly like that. No matter what you're going through right now or what difficulties you might be facing, you are going to get through it. Remember, it's gonna be a distant memory and you're just gonna laugh about it. So trust yourself to get through it just like you always have. You're gonna be all right. Take a break from social media. Get off Instagram, get off YouTube. What are you doing watching my videos right now about income and investing and dividends? I'm so glad that you are here watching me right now because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you actually watching me right now and me walking over here and sitting down. But I don't want you to feel less about yourself because you're watching other YouTubers make tens of thousands of dollars per month. That is not normal. But the only difference between you and I is not our money, it's not our cultural differences, it's not our language. The only difference that I believe there is between people across the whole world is the weather. Be humble and remember that your success in life is totally by luck. You might be saying, no, Andrei, it's the result of my hard work and decisions. But even those decisions were very circumstantial. For example, I was lucky enough to be born to a family in Russia that was able to escape, luckily, to a better country where I ended up in the center of the capital of the entertainment of the world, where I finally was lucky enough to see my parents make poor financial decisions, which led me to be so affected by that enough to discover magic, which led me to discover cardistry, which led me to discover filmmaking, and all the while I was lucky that all these random skills that had nothing to do with each other gave me the courage to try YouTube, where I luckily succeeded. Yes, despite the hard work, there was still a lot of luck involved. And the best part was that I'm lucky to be born and live in a world that prioritizes these random skills and values them more than what I think is more valuable: teachers. Why is that fair? That's luck, and those are the kind of circumstances that are far beyond our control, far beyond any decision that we could make. Your success is far more to do with luck than you ever imagined. Spend time with your parents and your grandparents because they will not be around forever. Maybe you're in your teens or in your 20s right now and you're like, I'm sick of my parents, moving away to college, goodbye. But they're not gonna be around forever and you are going to miss them when they're gone. So hold them tight, spend all the time you can in the world because money will never bring them back. Nothing in life is a constant. Friends come and go. Relationships come and go. Money comes and goes. Things are here today, but gone tomorrow. So remember that life is change. Always permanent change. So the next time you take something for granted, remember it could be gone tomorrow. Do not ever trust politicians, not Democrats, not Republicans. Their whole goal is to get elected and put into power. And once they're there, which they will tell you anything to get put in that place, they will be bought out inevitably by large corporations, sending them money to do their bidding. They are the puppets and the companies are the puppet masters. So what do when you cannot affect change? You get rich by investing your money and taking advantage of corporate greed and let the greed of others make you wealthy. How? You watch my channel because everything here is free and I show you guys how I invest. There are no courses yet. Just kidding. I'm not gonna send you any free ebooks. Everything here is free and you guys get to see how I invest and make that money and take advantage of the thing we call the stock market and this crazy thing we call the economy. And that's how we do it. Just don't ever trust politicians. Ever. If someone ever tells you they don't love you, believe them the first time. Do not spend your valuable resources like your time and your money to prove them otherwise. Learn how to accept compliments. You are awesome and you're gonna have a great day. Learn how to accept compliments. Accept the compliment. Be self-deprecating, meaning make fun of yourself. You're gonna laugh a lot more and you're gonna enjoy so much more whatever it is you do. It is never too late to start investing or doing anything in life. Of course, the first best time to do the thing was yesterday. The second best time was today, which is why it took me nearly 5 years of self-doubt, telling myself I could not and should not start a YouTube channel, but I started it this January, and here we are. I could not be here without you, and this is why I'm unboxing this silver button creator award for YouTube, which now I can hang on my wall and be a pretentious YouTuber. Hello! And don't ever listen to YouTubers because we're just here to attempt to give you what we cannot give ourselves. So go out there and be happy, go be stable and stress-free from the social media that is plaguing our very mind, yet paying us obscene amounts of money to be nothing more than glorified educators and entertainers. #deep. Love you guys, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all very soon, cause I gotta make that money though. Just kidding, I do love making these videos, but only if I get to turn ones into hundreds, I get to make coins disappear, talk about dividends, stonks, and the stonk market, and make you laugh in the process. That's it, see you guys very soon, bye bye.